Hello, welcome to this afternoon's presentation brought to you by Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. My name is Stacy. I am here to talk to you today about workplace etiquette and what is your brand. What are you putting out there? Are you putting out a brand of efficiency, responsibility, respectfulness, or not so much? We need to work on that a little bit. Today, we'll talk about how you can do these things and then some other ideas about how to lead to not only job satisfaction, but kind of satisfaction overall. Today, what we have with us, we have Carly. She has helped moderating the comments today. So if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the chat box. Carly will be right with you and respond. She is an expert on all things career development. So say hi to Carly for us. And so let's get it on the road. Let's get this show on the road about what is your brand and how it contributes to job satisfaction. I am sharing my screen in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. Okay, screen shared. There we go. All right. Again, my name is Stacy. I'm going to check one thing. I just remembered something. I think I forgot a setting because, nope, I'm good. Just kidding. All right, so we're going to try to do this again. Again, my name is Stacy. I'm with Workforce Development at Goodwill Columbus. Again, Carly is with us. Be sure to give her a shout out and say hi. All right, so let's get this started. Thank you again for joining us as we talk about workplace etiquette and how it contributes to job satisfaction. What is etiquette? All right, basically it is a code of behavior for social, formal, or informal gatherings. It helps us communicate and allows us to know how to communicate in each situation. It is a form of communication. For example, let's say you're at a wedding. So you know that during the ceremony, you need to be probably a little quiet, maybe not talk to your neighbor. Your focus is on the couple to be wed. And you know that's how you act. Quiet, respectful, but the reception is a completely different situation. That's when you can have fun and dance and talk to your neighbors, talk to the people at your table. So those are two different situations and you know how to act. That's etiquette. Now think about how you communicate at work. Do you have good manners? Are you polite? Do you show respect? Your character along with your work skills, that's your brand. Do people know you by your brand? And a brand can be good and it can be bad. Think about this. Is someone who is always late for work showing respect to his or her coworkers or supervisors? What do you think those coworkers would say is the brand of someone who is always late? So think about this quote. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. How you leave others feeling after an experience with you becomes your trademark. And then here's another. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Words to live by. Think about ways we communicate in the workplace. So, for example, face-to-face, with, verbally with words and then the tone of your voice, and non-verbally with your gestures, your posture, or your expression. You also communicate through electronic devices such as your phone or through video, or electronic transmitted text. You also communicate through your character, what we say, what we do, and what we allow. And then think about this. Are they all aligned? Remember the old saying, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Think about the way you interact with coworkers, customers, supervisors, and subordinates. Do you give the respect that you would like to receive? Are you clear and calm when you speak to others? Do you really listen to what they're saying, or are you just waiting for your turn to speak? Think about your body language. You know when someone is bored or upset or interested and happy just by their body language and their tone. Be mindful of what your body language says. Here are some ways we communicate in the workplace electronically to show our brand of respect and efficiency. So let's talk about video. Have a clean background, have a professional dress. Maybe with emails or faxes or text, please check your grammar and your spelling. Always check before you hit send. You're probably going to miss something. Make sure it's good, it's communicated well, grammar and spelling, A-okay. Try not to use abbreviated shortcuts like BTW for by the way, UR for your, nah, that's not good. And do have a professional email address. Simply, mine is stacy.biddle@gmail.com. Perfect. Nice, simple, to the point. It doesn't say anything like, I love all dogs. I mean, that's great that you do. I love dogs too, but that's really not a professional email. When you're using the phone, use professional speech and be courteous. Avoid using slang. You are controlling your message, not so much the phone. While you're at work, use your inside voice, because a lot of times when we are at work, we work in close quarters with each other. And just having that inside voice, talking softly, you won't be broadcasting your conversations for all to hear. Limit your personal phone calls and your texting while you're at work. So, personal phone calls, if you have to take it, step away someplace private so you can have that conversation. And again, you're not broadcasting your conversations for all to hear. How does your brand of etiquette communicate character? What you say. Do you mean what you say? Can people trust your word? Or do your words build relationships or put up walls? What you do. How you act. Are you on time? Are you doing your works or spending a lot of time talking about TV or friends or gossiping? Do you do your best work, or do you just do enough to just get by? What you allow. When you hear gossip, do you follow along or stay out of it? If someone is being picked on because of race, color, religion, ancestry, gender, or sexual preference, do you just let them get picked on, or do you take a stand for what is right? To succeed in a diverse workplace, it is important to display respect for all ethnicities, races, cultures, genders, age groups, disabilities, sexual orientation, educational levels, and religions. Diversity in the workplace is important for employees because it builds a great reputation for the company, leading to increased profitability and opportunities for workers, for you. Workplace diversity allows for unique perspectives and ideas. So, what are ways that you can respect diversity in the workplace? And how does unconscious bias affect acceptance and respect of diversity? So, like, Stacy, what's unconscious bias? Well, let me tell you. Unconscious bias are habits that we have learned over time about how you treat certain people, and you don't even realize you're doing it. For instance, so as a friend or relative talks about going to the doctor or having surgery or having a tooth pulled or anything like that, do you automatically assume that that doctor is a man or the nurse is a woman? That's how sometimes unconscious bias works. You just don't, sometimes you just kind of, that pops up in your mind right away, but that's not always the case. That's unconscious bias. The 4 agreements were developed by Don Miguel Ruiz as the actions that you can take that will lead you to true happiness instead of doubting and limiting yourself. Agree with yourself to live these 4 agreements to improve your life. These agreements are great principles to follow as well in your career. When this becomes a part of your brand, you can move optimistically when you are looking to advance and develop in your career. So let's go through them. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Number 4, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different from when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Now, start working on these principles and make them a part of your brand. Ask yourself, how can I be more impeccable with my word? How will I make sure not to take feedback and construction criticism personally? How will I be assertive and be an advocate for myself? How will I stay committed to doing my best? So remember, workplace etiquette communicates that you know the proper way to act at work. So how are you communicating? There you go. I'm going to stop sharing and come back to you. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you, Carly. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and that you stay safe. Definitely, please, if you need any assistance in career development, if you're looking for any trainings, such as like IT trainings, healthcare, hospitality and lodging, Goodwill Columbus does offer those. Reach out to us. You can find all of our contact information on Facebook under the About section. We have email. You can call us. You can text us. You can send us a message on Facebook. We will get back to you and we will help you get connected with a career consultant. So thank you. Again, my name is Stacy. I appreciate you hanging a little bit this afternoon with me, and stay safe out there. Thanks again.